And I remember, I suppose, it would be 20 years ago, I had a lady from the Japanese Key Society come to my club. She was touring New Zealand, going through, and just because we were doing Nikkyo on the night, I went to do a Nikkyo on her, and she went, "Oh, that hurt." And she didn't know that Nikkyo hurt. And she'd been doing Aikido for a long time. And I'm thinking, how do we fix that? I mean, what does that say about the martial art? However, I would also say that when I did my Shodan, the Japanese instructor that was brought over from the Aikikai by Nobu Takase was SHIBATA. And he would do his techniques very fast, very strong, and if someone let go, particularly from Ushiro Ryote Tori, he backhanded them in the nose. And at least 3 or 4 people went off with either blood noses or broken noses or various things like that. And I look at that and think, well, I don't mind if I get hit in the nose if I can hit back at the same time. But these people were going in there with the intent to make that person who was throwing them able to throw easily and carefully and not trying to resist. And because they weren't gripping hard, of course his hands kept pulling out of their hands. Okay, that was a fault in his technique. It was nothing to do with the ukes, and yet he saw it as, he had the right to smack people in the nose and that sort of thing. And so I would also say, how do we fix that sort of attitude? So it's not a matter of hardness or softness. It's a matter of something else in realism of training without, for us as a non-competitive art, how are we strong without producing violence? Okay? So I'll grab you again, Tahu, just because Tahu's very good. Okay. So when I get him to grab my hand, okay, there's plenty of grip there. Okay, so that's strong. I know that's not going to come out of my hand. Okay, but also he's still reasonably relaxed. And for an uke, I would say, why are you on your back foot? Because I already know I can push you over without having to get off. Okay, so feel into your own structure and grip that. Okay, okay. A bit more. Give me some more, and more through your entire body. Okay. And now I have to do something to this. But I'm always interested in how my ukes approach me. Okay, so this time he's pushing out, so I might just get that push sideways. But if he goes completely rigid, go rigid with everything, okay, hold everything tightly, it becomes very easy to break out. Because go relaxed, just grip with your fingers. Doesn't break out because his body keeps it adhering to me. Okay, and I have to figure out some way of dealing with the adherence, and that's what Aikido is about. It's not about any time he goes completely rigid. I know he can't move, and I know that's going to happen, and I can do things to him a lot more easily than if that's a good grip, but the rest of his body is free to move. The rest of his body is still free to move. So I have to actually be more creative if he's got a good grip if the rest of his body's loose. Okay. Strong. Okay. I can't do that, which is good, which is interesting for me, because that teaches me how to get under to do that sort of movement. So I do want a degree of him being stable and resistant. Okay. Getting into his feet. And then I know my technique's working. I don't want him to be so rigid that my techniques are blocked. And the other thing is, I want him to be honest about where his body's going. And see, now he's taken a step. Nothing wrong with that. And so this is part of it. Now this is interesting again. See, he's pulled that elbow into the centre. That means a lot of the things I was doing before aren't going to work. So I'll take that elbow through the centre. And so, okay, so that's pushing into me, so we'll have that to go past the way. I do want some pressure. So making it too soft doesn't work. Making it too hard doesn't work. So it's how we are trying to figure out, for everything we do. And that we're just figuring out things that will take them off balance, or however we want to do it. And he's giving me something of value. This time he's pushed me in. Okay, so I know I have to yield with him. So the pressure is a value, and we need this sort of pressure sometimes. But we're figuring out where do we take that pressure? How do we? Oh, keep doing that. Your turn. That was a very nice thing to do. Some form. So anyway, what I'm saying is we have to fix both sides of Aikido, the hardness as well as the softness.